Stands in against the new pitcher. This is Trey Nielsen, who is on the mound. Saturday against Venezuela. Didn't have much success there in a third of an inning. Gave up a run on a couple of hits and surrendered one walk. So Nielsen on. And for Venezuela, they will be happy to see Morris out of there after the way he performed.
Boy, well, that performance, who knows? He might be able to get a job. Yeah.
Nielsen was in the minor leagues last year, AA Springfield, AAA Memphis with the Cardinal organization. He had 20 starts, 9-8, 3.75 ERA out of Salt Lake City, and went to the University of Utah. 2 ball, 1 strike count from Nielsen. Escobar with an 0 for 1 grounded out. Herrera. Chirinos will follow. 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's going to miss away as well. Well, the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike.
Not much you have to change. All you got to do is follow your catcher. He's got a pretty good idea as to how he's been able to have the Venezuelan hitters tricked a bit here. And know that, Italy caught a couple breaks with a hit batsman and the walk that turned into double plays.
And he walks him. So Nielsen, the first batter faced, surrenders a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning to Escobar. Achilles heel walk they've picked up Venezuela in the game.
The Achilles heel for Italy throughout the tournament. Too many free passes came into the game. I repeat, 27 innings pitched, 14 walks, 4 hit batsmen.
2 walks and a hit batter so far from the 2 pitchers for Italy tonight. Here's Herrera. He grounded out his first time up. Herrera from the left side will draw Liddy in at third base, just off the cut of the artificial carpet. Nobody out, 1 on. Went to the outside corner, didn't get it, and Sabelli didn't like it, and he'll head out to the mound.
Time to slow things down and perhaps put him in pitch to the scoreboard. A lot of times you're caught in trying to be way too fine and perhaps even try to copy what the previous pitcher did in nibbling. If nibbling is not your issue, you're not going to get those calls. Somehow try to find and fill his own some other way.
Eddings will go out to bring it up. Well, we have a moment. I want to thank all the folks who work here at this ballpark. They have been so cooperative, so helpful. Everybody involved here, the great crew that we've had working with us, many of them out of Mexico City. Jorge, who was right down there, has been just our best friend here. He's got work in the press box. It's just been a treat working with him, and he's also a great salsa dancer. That is off the umpire. Wow, what a break right there. Molino may not think so, but that ball, if it had gone by him, the runner would have been at third base easy. There is a break that won't show up in the scorebook tomorrow. That throw went right through everybody. It hit Molino, the first base umpire.
Take a look. Catchable. And it gets Molino, who had his right hand on his knee, and it gets his knee in his hand, obviously, here. And as Colabello's trying to put that tag on before he had the baseball.
And we've showed you the foul territory here. That would have gone on, rolled forever.
You could see Escobar's reaction. Wow, they cut a break.
Herrera with a 1-0 count. There goes the runner. Hit and run is on, and it is fouled back. He was trying to drive that into the hole between short and third.
Like this from Omar Vizquel. Let's try to break this monotony here somehow and get a new pitcher a little off kilter here.
Figuring with the runner at first base going that you're going to get with a left-handed batter up the shortstop covering second base, but that wasn't the case. Cicchini stayed over in the hole, and Descalso started to move over towards the bag.
Great coverage there in anticipation by their manager on the defensive side.
1 ball, 1 strike, throw over again.
There's a little cross coverage there. You take a chance if the pitch is in or off speed where the hitter is able to roll. That hole is open, but also you have some tendencies also that you've learned about these hitters and information onto what could happen with Herrera, who hits the ball well the other way.
Last throw to first, I saw Dan Bellino's about 4 feet further down the line over there. First base umpire.
Can't blame him.
Out of the line of fire. And that pitch is going to be taken up high. So Nielsen coming on, and a 2-ball, 1 strike count from him on the mound. Boy, those things hurt. Dan took that one. He's still trying to loosen up that right leg and knee. got him pretty good. That's all he needed, was to be hit once. I'll get down the line a little bit. And you guys play catch.
And hustle to the play.
Yes. He's still got the good angle. Delivery to Herrera. That's going to be hit right to second base. Bobbled a little bit. And it goes off the glove into left field. Runner will stay at second base, and a break for Venezuela. Descalso trying to get it to Cecchini for the out on Escobar. They get none.
What started as an outstanding stop by Descalso and getting his body in a good position to, first of all, make the play. Ends with his arm dropping and a throw that starts sailing on him. Look at that stop. Great job then. He totally just flipped it way too high and out of the reach of Cecchini.
Descalso will be charged with the error. And everybody will come to the mound. And the lead runner, Escobar, will go over and see Carlos Garcia, the third base coach. So everybody's going to have a discussion here. In a 1-0 ball game, everybody wanting to make sure they're on the same page with what they want to do here. Even the manager's out.
Garcia pointing out, hey, you slide, you don't hear anything, look inside. That ball got away, and perhaps if you picked me up, you would have been at third base easily.
Nazieri will head back. Italia's manager had the whole infield in.
Watch Escobar. He sees the play. He goes in, but shortstop's not on the bat. He's saying safe, thinking that the ball was caught by Cecchini off the bat.
Yep. All right, you manage here. Chirinos is up. Do you bunt?
I need runs. He needs to bunt. Inciarte's next to lefty.
Squares around. The look will be back to second base. Did he mean it?
Just about, yeah. But Inciarte, Prado, and Cabrera lined up.
There have been no sacrifices in the WBC here by either of these teams.
Number 9 hitter.
Liddy is moving in at third base. Chirinos, a strikeout victim, his first time up, the catcher. Nobody out. In the 6th inning, Venezuela at the plate and trailing 1-0. So let's see how they play it.
Nothing too fast to get it out.
Charging it first, almost into the plate. It'll be fouled off. Colabello is coming way down the line.
I'll tell you one thing I witnessed is I visited these camps for each of the ball clubs coming here to Jalisco. A lot of repetition, because remember, all these teams have so many players coming from every organization, and everybody runs different plays. So it's the first thing they did, and I did see a lot of confusion sometimes on coverage.
Yep.
So in other words, keep it as simple as possible, nothing too tricky in charging or the wheel play or picks, but get the out somewhere.
What they want here is if Colabello at first base can get in and handle it, he'll go to third. I mean, he's cheating way in. Runner goes. Ball is bunted foul. All right, they put the wheel on that time. They sent the corners in, and they sent Cecchini, the shortstop, over to third, and he had a long run because he had stayed behind the runner at second base.
And the timing is an issue here, too, where you don't want that running target getting to third base. But here it is, coordination again. If that ball's down, both corners are charging, and Cecchini's in a good spot to receive a throw.
So now there are 2 strikes. Colabello will stay in front of the runner at first, and Liddy will still be even with the bag at third. Not bunting, and down the line and into the seats to hold the count at 2 strikes.
Gutsy play. I like this. Nick Punto, of course, one of the coaches for Italy, implementing the confidence in these young infielders to always be on the alert. You know, sometimes the bat will tell you, the hitter will tell you where he stands as to what might happen. Read it.
They will back up at both first and third after that swing with the 0-2 count. 2 on. Escobar, Herrera, the base runners. 0-2 delivery on the way, and a swing and a foul ball. Just tipped that one off the end of the bat. It stays at 2 strikes. Nielsen on the mound, having to work hard here, just coming in here in the 6th inning.
One thing I do notice, and noticed it since game 1, is Cecchini loves to crowd the middle. And Descalzo just told him, hey, let me take care of the guy at second. You just go out there and cover that side. We want you to cover towards your right a little bit more.
0-2 delivery on the way. Another one chop foul. And Chirino's putting up a battle here after he did not get down the bunts in 2 attempts to move the runners up. Now trying to move them around some other way, or maybe even pick up an RBI. He has had just 4 at-bats. He is 1 for 4 in the WBC, and all these pitches result in another mound meeting.
You see Descalzo serving also as a teacher, great mentor to her young Gavin Cicchini on how game situations, of course, change, how quickly you have to adapt, and also the instinct of watching swings, reading pitches, and seeing if there's command or not from the guy on the mound.
Chirinos waiting again. 2-strike pitch. 1-2. The outfield against Chirinos is in a little bit more than they normally would be. So a base hit. A little better shot at maybe getting the ball in for a play at the plate. 1 ball, 2-strike delivery. Wow. 2-2. He has flirted with both the inside-outside corners on those 2 pitches.
Yeah, remember, Chirinos went down looking back in the 3rd inning, and he let it be known to home plate umpire Doug Innings.
We've had a walk and an error, putting these 2 runners on for Venezuela, and a step out at the plate by Chirinos. Play-in game, the extra game here in our pool in Mexico. Here's the 2-2 delivery on the way, and a chopper down to 3rd. That's going to be 1. He'll go to 1st. Off the bag. Runner will stay. Oh, what a chance to get a double play, and it doesn't happen as Liddy's throw drew Colabello off the bag.
2 chances for double plays have been blown here by Italy in this inning. And here's what Liddy. He has a little hesitation, maybe even thinking about throwing to second. He looks to second and throws to 1st. And that threw pretty much the whole timing mechanism with the shoulders, the legs, and of course the intent on the way he positioned his body, and he almost sailed it out with a slider to first base.
It's a good play by Colabello. Get off that bag. There's another one. If it gets by him, at least 1 run scores. So he got off the bag and blocked it. So only 1 down. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Herrera now occupies the bag at 2nd. Chirinos on at 1st. Here is Ender Enciarte in the leadoff spot, and he will take the pitch down low for a ball. He has struck out and been hit by a pitch. 3 hits, 12 at bats for him, an RBI, and looking for his 2nd RBI of the classic games right here.
I would say also a little revenge because of a big mistake in the bases when he got doubled up back in the 4th inning.
Thrown out with the right fielder at first base. He hits it hard. That's going to go off the glove of Colabello, making the turn at 3rd. Here comes Herrera. He will score easily. Runner goes to 3rd, and this game is tied. Ciarte will be credited with a base hit and a run batted in, and a 1-1 game. That is the first hit for Venezuela.
It could not have come at a better time. That ball was absolutely torched by an excellent professional hitter who sprays the ball so well. Little too out to handle to the right of Colabello, and once again, lack of defense and a leadoff walk go against Team Italy and helping the opponent get on the board.
Manager has made his way to the mound. Ball game tied at 1-1 here in the 6th inning. Diving play made by Colabello, but not quite good enough. So that'll be it for Nielsen. He'll come out of here with recording just 1 out in the 6th inning. 1-1. This in June of 2015, A's against the Red Sox major league debut for him. Can throw both right and left, has done so since he was a child. All he has to do is tell everybody, hitter, umpire, any base runner, that I'm pitching right, I'm pitching left.
Special glove, no need to change that glove, all designed by his pops.
You just can't leave home. Look what happens. You leave home, you're with Seattle.
And he found another home.
Now he's with Philadelphia. He hasn't even gone back home yet.
He finds out yesterday on the way to the ballpark he had been traded from the Mariners to the Phillies.
Now, see what he could do with first and third and one down. And the pitch will be in there for a strike. Martin Prado at the plate, their big RBI producer. He has struck out, flied out, a run in. Herrera, who scored, reached on the error to Descalso, charged in the inning. Then the RBI single. Ciarte is over at first base. That one is going to miss outside for a ball.
Of course, infielders right now are thinking one thing: one more chance for another double play.
Yeah.
Give it to us. They have been terrific for the first 4 innings with the gloves behind A.J. Morris.
1 ball, 1 strike count, and 1 down. Vendetti a look. Ball popped up behind second base. Shortstop Skeeny going out. He will put it away. There's a big out. So Prado, an unproductive out right there with a runner at third base and first, and only 1 away. They do not get moved up. And there are 2 down. That'll bring Miggy to the plate. Cabrera coming up. He has lined out, grounded out. Both times could have had hits. Descalso made a fine catch on him the first time. Cicchini made a fine play at short the second time.
Yes, Cicchini's cheating to his right. And at second base, Delgado saying, oh, Descalso saying, hey, get over there. You got to cover that hole there. Different type pitcher again.
2 down, first and third. Vendetti's delivery to him off the fist. Short or second. Shortstop, Cicchini. Great job. Vendetti comes on and works him out of the inning.
They came out pretty good considering things could have gotten uglier there for Italy.
And there will be a run in, unearned, an error, a hit, 1-1.
he looked. You want it striped? You want Mexico on it? You want the strings on it? You want...
No, I like the colored one.
Check it out.
One that had all those beautiful colors on it. The sombrero I saw you took a picture of today. Pitches in there for a strike. Here's Butera. He has struck out twice.
In fact, we found you one with the Orioles colors.
Orange.
It's pretty. It's from yours. Very pretty hat.
Yeah. Butera. He'll go after that one. Drive it in the air to right center field. Going back near the warning track. And a fine running catch made in Ciarte. Butera retired. One away here in the 6th inning.
What a great job and a great jump by Ciarte, top defender in the major leagues. Look at the route, quite efficient, of course, turning up, and those Jets are on all the way, and being under control with his other outfielder buddy peeling off.
Alex Liddy's had an 0 for 2. He has struck out, flied out, 3 hits, 14 at bats, a homer, 3 RBIs in the WBC. This is the play-in game. A decision on which of these two teams will join Puerto Rico coming out of this pool to go to San Diego for the 2nd round. It'll be this winner playing Team USA in the first game there for these two teams. Puerto Rico and the Dominican will actually play the first game in that 2nd round in San Diego. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Liddy. Cicchini waiting on deck. We've mentioned only 5 pitchers available for Venezuela. There are 9 available for Italy. So a lot more depth in the pitching department can be used by Italia. That one is going to miss. A little bit low, maybe in a way, and a 2 ball, 1 strike count.
Venezuela hoping that the quantity equals quality, or lack of quantity equals quality they need. Depth is not as important as what they need on the mound to get through the rest of this ballgame and keeping some zeros on the board.
2-1 count, long set. Rip foul. Morris, the starter for Italy, the 5 innings, no runs, no hits. He walked 1 and struck out 5. Trey Nielsen came on. He worked a 1/3 of an inning. He gave up an unearned run on 1 hit, which is the only hit that Venezuela has, the Ciarte RBI single. And fine couple of outs. Vendetti came on to finish up the inning.
And that ever faithful leadoff walk.
Ooh. 89 miles an hour on it. And located it and gets the out. Liddy retired, 2 down.
Best we've seen from the Elis Guerra here so far. Remember, he was on the mound when Puerto Rico put the mercy rule on Venezuela here in game number 1 for them.
There's out of there as the pitching change will be made right here with Cicchini coming up, 2 down, nobody on in the 6th inning. Maybe try and do a little matchups here as that number dwindles in pitchers. out of the bullpen.
Let's call him the rubber arm guy and workhorse for Team Venezuela so far, and he really got better as the more he was used. 4 out of 6 days he was utilized, including exhibition play before this tournament, and quite efficient with 33 pitches. They always leave plenty of smiles.
Let's cross another name off. Precious few remaining for Venezuela who are available to pitch in this game. So let's see how far he can go.
It's about passing on the baton and giving your powerful offense a chance. And yes, they have some firepower that's been quiet here tonight.
Jose Alvarado out. The left-hander. 2 down, nobody on here in the 6th inning. Cicchini coming up. He has grounded out and flied out. Jose Alvarado will look to make this one quick and try and get a 1-2-3 inning. Tender's delivery, and the fastball is going to miss up high.
He's got the ability to go out there and miss some barrels. That first pitch coming in at 95 miles an hour.
He's worked only a third of an inning. Got up a couple of runs on batters that he walked. 1-0 delivery on the way, and a ground ball that'll go to short. Escobar will make the throw over, and only took a couple of pitches to finish off the inning. So here in the 6th for Italy, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've completed 6, and the ball game is tied at 1. Nine WBC.
Carlos Silva painting with that off speed. Felix Hernandez passing it on. And Felix doing his thing with the fastball tailing down and in, and then Olbermann right on the mound. Here comes a play. It's done, and it is over. Venezuela getting it done.
They beat Italy in that game and one other in that WBC year. Now they're trying to do it again. They are 4-0 in WBC history against Italy. We're tied at 1. And we go to the 7th inning of this ball game. A beautiful moon out tonight. That's a pretty good close-up right there
Over Jalisco.
That's going to go to second on the line drive. Perfectly positioned. Victor Martinez retired as Descalso hauls it in. One away in the 7th inning.
Strikes are at a premium here for Italy. Offense, at some point, they expected to get a little bit better, and it falls on Tommy Lane, who has worked a couple of times here in this tournament. First time out, first game, 21 pitches, and 2 days later, 28 pitches for the veteran.
So Lane gets the first out of the 7th inning. Odor has hit into a double play, and he's flying out. That'll go to first base, knocked down. Lane trying to get over to cover. Throw, and got him! Colabello came off the bag and was able to recover after knocking it down. And Odor with that speed flying down the line. Lynn got over there and they get the out. Lane rather.
The responsibilities are quite simple for a pitcher. Don't be a spectator. Don't watch the play develop. Be part of the play. Nice job and reaction there by Colabello. Hit so hard. And then comes a part of communication. I have it. If I pick it up, I have a better chance of getting it there quicker, and he does.
So 2 down here in the 7th inning. Infield shift put on. Tommy Lane waits for it as Gonzalez stands in. He is grounded out but called out on strikes. The last 4 hitters for Venezuela have been retired on 7 pitches. Here's the play.
Get there on time. Nice target, 2 hands secured, and taking a good angle, putting it across the bag.
In the glove. 1-0 count with 2 down. Ball game tied at 1-1. Pool play that has been dominated by the offense of the 4 teams here in this play-in game. Pitching in D with a 1-run, 1-hit number up for Venezuela, and a 1-run, 5-hit 6 innings for Italy. Gonzalez will take the pitch. It'll be a little bit inside on him, so he'll get ahead on the count now. 3-0. Reeves again has died down, and that's outside. So didn't want anything to do with him. Third walk picked up by Venezuela.
Smartly, Cervelli knows what's going on, what's at stake here. One swing from Cargo, and this could be quickly going on their side. So he called for the slider and pretty much said, if you miss with that slider, let's make sure you miss way out there.
Escobar will get the chance with the runner on at first base. Escobar drew a walk in the 6th, grounded out his first time up. Escobar now with a 6 for 14 here in the WBC. Lefties pitch it hard to short. Backed up on it. Cicchini to second. Not going to get him. Cicchini trying to make that throw off balance to get it there in time, but Gonzalez got there ahead of him, man. Everybody's safe.
Another ball hit to his right. He makes a great effort. Has to retrieve as that ball picks up on him on speed, and a tricky hop there at the end, even on the turf. And it's just high enough where the Scouser has to come off the bag, but certainly a nice running play. It's hustled by Carlos Gonzalez.
So that'll be hit number 2 picked up for Venezuela. Runners at first and second base, and Herrera coming up. Herrera scored the lone run for Venezuela when he reached on an error in the 6th inning, an unearned run. Came home with the base hit by Inciarte. Now he's got a chance to pick up an RBI. He's had 1 hit in 9 at bats here in the WBC. Tommy Lane, 2 on. Pitch will be taken for a ball. Cicchini, the shortstop, got caught out of position that last. He was looking for a throwback to second base. He'd moved all the way over to the bag.
All those fancy things don't come into play right now.
Yep.
It's about coverage, especially in this turf, as ball gets by you so fast. And he's found out about that a couple of times.
1-0 count. And the look back this time to try and cut the lead down. Gonzalez represents the potential go-ahead in this game.
You know, understandably, you want to cut down the secondary lead and not having Cargo get as much off the bag with 2 outs. But it falls more on the pitcher than anything else to me in this position. Makes your looks, hold the ball, or you look. That'll stop him.
Well, Gonzalez has certainly attracted the attention of Tommy Lane.
What you want to avoid is to have too many holes open for the ball to get through. And if anything, as we've seen a veteran shortstop like Alcides Escobar do in this type of situation, let your pitcher know, I'll start close, but you see me retrieve quickly. There's not enough time for that coach to say, get off, so you start your movement towards home plate.
1-0 count, 2 down, 2 on. Lane's delivery. Tried to sweep that one in and missed with it. So Herrera, a good take. And it goes to 2-0 on the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Tommy Lane, veteran, 32 years old now. He's pitched some in the majors over 5 seasons, 136 innings he's thrown. San Diego, Boston, Yankees. 2-0 delivery by the lefty over the top. That's a strike, 2-1. Herrera running up on it.
You know, there's a time too where when I see the left fielder, imagine where he's playing, I have to challenge him and play him in. I will let Herrera hit the ball over my head, but I don't want the slap hit to be an automatic run here for Venezuela.
Runner, of course, going on contact with 2 down, and kind of a hit and result in an RBI over the top. Fouls it away, right straight back, and the count is evened up 2-2.
Robinson Chirinos, watch out. He's standing so close to the line of the plate. It's got hit. And Herrera would like to get that pitch back. He knows it. Just there, and try to push it the other way.
2 balls, 2 strikes. All right, 2 down, 2-out rally here as Venezuela. Gonzalez walk came with 2 away, and the Escobar single. Lane again. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Herrera goes over the top, and that's that. So Lane comes on and gets the strikeout, and that will end it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left on base. 7th inning stretch time. 1-1. 1-1 ball game. In the first inning, Italy would get on the board. Descalso would pick up the base hit that would drive in the run. It wasn't until the 6th inning on the hit by Enciarte, scoring Herrera, who had reached on an error, that the ball game would be tied up. In fact, that was the first hit for Venezuela in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning in a tie ball game. Andrew Maggi at the plate. He has a double. He has struck out. Top of the order. Andreoli will be coming up. Pitching has dominated, and a lot of help with defensive plays, particularly in the infield on both sides in this game. It's been a good one. Fouled off outside of third base.
It has, and the way it started with Omar Bencomo for Venezuela making 26 pitches and facing 6 batters in that first inning. But boy, give it to Team Venezuela and the pitching they've gotten today. Bencomo really got himself straightened out. Guerra comes in and picks up the slack, and they just know they have enough firepower to keep it where it is and let their hitters take care of business here in this latter third of the game.
Guerra get 2 2/3. No runs on a hit. On a check swing, he went around on it. Tag will be put on, and that will be a strikeout. So 1 away here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. That's 9 strikeouts that have been recorded by the 3 Venezuelan pitchers in the game.
That has been an issue with Team Italy. They came into this game averaging 9 strikeouts per game.
What away, nobody on. Interesting that Team Italy's had more chances by far in the ball game. They have left 7 on base, 4 in scoring position. Venezuela's left 4 on and 2 in scoring position. Game tied at 1. Showed bunt. Andreoli, he's had 2 singles and a walk, adding to his tremendous WBC play. It's 5 hits and 14 at bats, 4 RBIs. Now Team Italy just trying to get somebody on base and create a run producing opportunity. Andreoli, of course, got the home run power. He's in that leadoff spot. 0-1 delivery to him. That'll be in the air to right field. Hit pretty good. Going back, Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking. Goodbye, home run. There's the power. He goes from a square around to a home run. With 1 away in the 7th inning, Andreoli gets the dinger. That is his 3rd homer in this WBC, and it gives Italy a 2-1 lead.
There's a very talented young player who knows a guy on the mound is going to provide some of that power for you, and his strength has been all throughout this tournament. Middle to opposite field, outstanding torque with that backside of his body to get the most over the scoreboard here in Jalisco and Estadio Charros.
That ball carrying on that one as it has throughout most of this tournament.
And one of the few mistakes that Team Venezuela has made up in the zone, and they have the Italians dancing and blowing kisses.
So the home run makes it a 2-1 ball game. That's hit number 6 for Italy. A roller chop foul by Descalso. He's contributed 2 singles, RBI, and a walk.
And also getting some valuable experience for this Cubs prospect.
Andreoli, great WBC. Really played some good baseball. He's moved around in the outfield positions, playing center in this one.
He's got the athletic bloodline. Goodness.
That one's going to be bounced. Foul ball down the first base side.
So, if you're Marco Mazzieri now, you start thinking about how to counteract Omar Vizquel's lineup and what you have available for the last 6 outs that you need. Bottom line, what are the best matchups for you out of that bullpen? And trying to shock the world again.
Trying to move on to the 2nd round, as they did in the last WBC for the first time. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Descalso with Cervelli waiting on deck. Jose Alvarado. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to be swung at and missed. The flip, and they will get the out. That is a strikeout with the assist going to the catcher. That ball bounced down the first base line. Kind of an unusual assist right there for Chirinos. 2 down.
Well, Chirinos knows he does not want the pitcher involved in this play whatsoever. With all that gear and the heavy mask, he understands he also has to create a lane where he can go out there and make sure that his first baseman can see the ball and it's not thrown behind the runner.
Pare stayed in foul territory to take it. Good play by Chirinos behind the plate. 2 down, nobody on, run in. Andreoli with a home run. Italy up 2-1, bottom of the 7th inning. Francisco Cervelli, and Cervelli will foul that one off. And we mentioned about how the home runs have dominated here in this pool play, and for Team Italy, they have really used it to their advantage. That is the 9th home run that they have hit in the 6 games, this being the 7th that have been played here.
And they hit it to every part of the ballpark. Top of the order, bottom of the order, it doesn't matter. It's well spread out.
Wow. 0-1 the count. Cervelli with the 0 for 3 in this one. Has had 4 hits, 4 for 15 in the WBC. Walks across the plate on that one, and an 0-2 count. All about the pitching on the other side. Morris throwing the no-hitter through 5 strikeouts and a walk. Trey Nielsen, the lone hit, 3rd of an inning, surrendering an unearned run. Vendetti, Lane getting the job done out of the pen. Here's the 0-2 delivery on the way. That'll be taken on a bouncer at the plate. Rios has had a long night already. He's had foul balls and a lot of bouncing balls behind the plate that have caught him, and he kind of throws that ball away in disgust. He's pretty much black and blued here at this point.
And go back to yesterday, bases loaded, he takes one right on the ribs. In fact, bases loaded, and when he took on the ribs was with Marco Mazzieri. Italy's manager said, that's when I turned everything off. My computer, the laptop unplugged, turned on the phones, and told my team, don't tell me anything. It's driving me crazy.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count. There are 2 down. Deep breath taken on the set. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Cervelli will go after it. He gets a piece of it and fouls it off. So Alvarado will have to try.
We just saw that ball carry out to the opposite field by Andreoli. But look at these billboards here. And when you see WBC there in the middle, look at Conate. Well, Francisco Lindor hit a ball over those billboards, the berm, the fans, the plaza, the terrace, over those.
One of the longest home runs I've ever seen, both height-wise and distance-wise. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that is going to be in there for a strike. Cervelli, no argument on that one. So the strike's the side out, but Andreoli delivered the homer with 1 away. The leadoff batter gets his 3rd home run and his 7th RBI of the WBC, and Italy is up again, 2-1. But Italy on top of that homer 2-1. Thiago da Silva comes on to do the pitching here in the 8th inning. Chirinos, the catcher, will foul that one off at the plate. In the top of the order, Inciarte and Prado to follow.
Thiago da Silva, as we know very well, Gary, he was one of the first pitchers mentioned to us by his manager as to a guy that really needs to be present for them.
There he is. If ever there was a time Marco Marcietti wanted him to perform, this is it. 0-1 the count. Silva's delivery, that'll be taken away. He has struggled in 2 appearances here in the WBC, just an inning and a third, 4 runs on 7 hits. No strikeouts, no walks.
It's time to put all that behind and know why you are part of this ball club and how big you are to them.
It's his 3rd WBC appearance. Up in the air, down the line, left field. Chirinos' fly ball will not reach the warning track, and it will be hauled in for the out.
Strikes
as you have to get it.
And outs are at a heavy premium at this stage.
Omar Vizquel, the skipper of Venezuela.
He's got all these moving parts, tries to separate the hands as late as possible. And at times what happens is what you see there. He stays straight up, the ball sails only in one direction. Up, arriba.
Here's the leadoff batter, Inciarte, the RBI base hit. He has been hit by a pitch and has struck out. Da Silva performed this past season, Venezuelan Winter League, 29 games. He had 3 saves, a solid 2.43 ERA, 13 strikeouts, 29 2/3 innings work by this right-hander. Wheels that one in. Just 77 miles an hour on the gun here, and a 1-ball 1-strike count on Inciarte.
Yeah, because a lot of these Venezuelan hitters know him. Roberto Espinosa, their pitching coach, was quickly to gather some of the batters and say, hey, some of you big leaguers haven't faced him. Let me tell a little bit about what I've seen from him in winter ball.
He's pitched in the Mexican League, where he was the closer and won the award as the league's best reliever in 2014. So kind of an anxious bench over there for Venezuela. They've only been able to get the run on 2 hits in this ball game. Silva's delivery will be outside. Missed by a lot on that one, on a 3-ball 1-strike count.
Not the easiest mechanics to repeat, and that's why he has issues in staying down in the zone and repeating command.
3-1 delivery on the way. Taken, it's there. Inciarte would have taken a walk if he could get it. Prado waiting on deck.
Has he been efficient in the Mexican League and in Venezuela? Yes. He's one of those guys that finds a way.
31 years old now. He's out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. In the air, not deep in center. Really goes back and will put it away. A couple of fly ball outs here in the 8th inning. So there are 2 of the 6 that you need for Italy to come away with a win, if you can do it without giving up anything.
And even now with Da Silva in, availability in terms of the bullpen for Marco Mazzieri, he still has 2 right-handers and 2 lefties if he needs to play matchups.
Martin Prado hitting in the 2 spot is 0 for 3. Prado goes down to first base. He chopped wood on that one. Colabello's going to take it to the bag. Impressive inning. Da Silva coming up big like his manager wanted him to be. He retires the side in order here in the 8th. Bottom of it coming up. Italy up 2-1. Robert Seguin stands in, bottom of the 8th inning. Base hit, 1 for 2 and a walk in the ball game. And he will take the pitch way inside. Jose Alvarado on the mound, struck the side out in the 7th inning, but gave up a home run. Andioli, and that right now is the difference in the ball game. Seguin, Dodger organization. Family relatives back in Sicily who are watching and cheering. He is a resident of New Jersey now.
And it was not an easy path to the big leagues. He's out of Tulane 7 minor league seasons before getting to the majors finally last year with the Dodgers. Former Yankee farmhand.
2-0 delivery on the way to him. Seguin will take that way inside, and those pitches have not been close by Alvarado. That'll bring Chirinos out to the mound. The last thing they want here is a leadoff walk to start the bottom half of the 8th inning, as Italy will try and push, at least one across here with the 2-1 lead they have.
And a quick reminder for somebody like Chirinos with plenty of experience at the major league level, there's situations like this with a powerful hitter. You saw what happened earlier when he takes something off that fastball. This guy has to be ready for you, and you must be ready for him.
Those are the 2 remaining in the bullpen. 3-0 count. I believe there'll be a big time take right here. Don't have to worry about taking.
Made it easy.
He is on. So the leadoff walk here in the bottom half of the 8th inning, the 4th walk that has been picked up by Italy in the game.
They need big moments to continue, and the man who is up has provided some of those thrills for Italy, Chris Colabello.
Colabello's had a home run, a couple of RBIs, 2 hits in 12 at-bats in this series. He's also drawn a walk in this game. The discussion, Nick Pinto, the third base coach, and a discussion at the mound as how they're going to respond defensively. You get Colabello with power. Do you want him to bunt here with Butera, Liddy, the batters behind him?
Swing the bat.
Swing away.
Get one of those fastballs where actually you don't have to swing that hard.
Spinoza, the pitching coach, having an intense conversation.
They're always intense with him, huh?
Right in your face, too.
Yeah.
He gets real close.
Yes.
I hope that mouthwash was good this morning, because that was up close and personal. All right, big moment here in a very tight ball game. Well played. A 2-1 lead for Italy. They've never trailed. They got a run in the 1st inning. Game tied up by Venezuela in the 6th. Went ahead on the home run by Andrioli in the 7th, and now trying to add to it here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Throw over, a little low. Miguel Cabrera leaning out to get it.
It's nothing fancy when it comes down to implementing offense here. It has to come from the batter's box.
Short lead at first base for Seguin. Ground ball, that's what they wanted right there. Odor, there's 1, Escobar, and there's 2. So it only took 1 pitch to get the double play ground ball that Venezuela wanted, and there are 2 away.
A visit by Chirinos plays a huge role in just calming and breaking the pace and the monotony for the pitcher on the mound, and just make sure you throw your defense. Take something off of that fastball, but make sure you really understand where I want you to play. Is that Chirinos' leadership showing again.
So 2 down, now nobody on in the 8th. If you're looking ahead, Cabrera, Martinez, and Odor, a formidable threesome due up in the 9th inning for Venezuela. Butera is 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. He has flied out, 4 for 13, but he has had 2 home runs in this WBC, and it is in there for a strike.
It's one of the thickest handles I've seen in a while when he swings.
0-1 delivery by the lefty to him. That'll be down the line. Probably into foul territory. Long run, and nobody can get to it. Gonzalez trying to get there. Odor trying to get there.
So interested the angles you must create here as a second baseman, knowing where you have to go and then where that wall is. It's not one of those walls that's going to be rounding off. And for you as an outfielder, you can take a straight path from right field and know you're going to be running in another warning track. Great hustle by Odor and by Cargo.
Ballpark opened up for the Pan Am games as a track and field stadium. There's some of that track and field left. It's foul territory for baseball players.
We happened to run into some of the old track in the concession area.
Yep. It's back behind the baseball field in the stands. 0-2 count with 2 away. Utera waiting on it. He'll put another one down that line. No chance on this one either. The fans over there will have a souvenir to take home.
Yay. Cargo saying, give me some air. In this elevation, Carlos Gonzalez is saying, wait a minute. Give me a little time here, Jose Alvarado.
All the kids have gone down there hoping for just those kinds of foul balls that they get to chase.
Better seats.
Yeah. 0-2 the count. Butera fighting off a couple to keep it alive. Pitch to him will be whistled over in the front of the dugout, and a foul ball.
Thank God for that railing in the net.
It's hard to believe that once upon a time you didn't have that railing in front of dugouts, isn't it? Where the balls are hit over there. But it used to be you didn't have the screen. Balls would go screaming into dugouts, bouncing off cement walls. You could get it coming in or going out.
You're always paying attention. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And if you weren't, the ball was going to find you.
Yep. Still an 0-2 count here. Butera battling. He'll be fouled off the other way this time. Alvarado trying to find a way to get Drew Butera out of there and end this inning.
Matt Keel comes to mind as one of those guys that got hit by a baseball. It was a terrifying event right in the head.
That's why you see the players staying and coaches staying below that screen in front of them.
Oh, the other thing those screens have to say, we know what is? Errors. There's some balls that used to get away in the dugout, extra base, and it's not automatic anymore. The ball bounces off of that.
And if it goes in the dugout, it's one base. So a decision here on what they want to throw, because they've gone through the repertoire that Alvarado has with Butera, and he's fought everything off. They've all been strikes as the count remains at 0-2. They decided on here. Throw one that bounces in front of the plate.
Oh, Rob. I'm sure Chirino said, not that one. Look at his head.
In the bullpen, Infante. In case help was needed here.
With a watchful eye and a very knowledgeable baseball man, and Henry Blanco, former outstanding catcher himself.
So the count now goes to 1-2 on Butera. He's the designated hitter.
Time to change a little eye level here.
1-2 delivery on the way. Butera goes down swinging. So 4 strikeouts for Alvarado. Now we go to the 9th inning. Italy is 3 outs away from moving on. Coming up, though, Miggy Cabrera will lead it off for Venezuela in the top of the 9th.
Not what you can do this time after time in international competition representing Venezuela, and of course, as we all know, how mighty he is at the big league level.
That one is going to be fought off. Miguel Cabrera, 9th inning. Venezuela down 2-1. Mike DeMarc has come on to try and finish this up. See the numbers. WBC this year. He just signed a deal with the Chinese Professional Baseball League to go to Taiwan, leaving the Atlantic League. 0-1 delivery. Biggie drives one. That's in the air to right center field. It is deep, way back. And goodbye home run. Your stars are stars for a reason. Cabrera delivers it leading off the 9th inning. And this game is tied at 2.
Start thinking up and down this lineup and the way that Venezuela has been running into some very tough pitching from Italy, but when you see Cabrera leading off, you know the chances of him getting and running into a mistake and not missing it are quite high, and this was high in the zone, and it is unforgiving. Mickey gets it done.
That'll be his first home run of this WBC and his 3rd RBI. And a 2-2 ball game in the top of the 9th inning. DeMarc coming out of the bullpen. A couple of pitches is all it took.
This is a momentum shifter immediately.
That'll bring up Victor Martinez. Martinez will take it away. He is lined out, been called out on strikes, and drew a walk. Miggy on his way. That's the one he wanted. He drove it deep, right center field for DeMarc. All too quick to see that 1-run lead go. And the pitch away.
It's a superior talent with the bat, and the reaction from the dugout, the teammates, and the entire country.
He has brought him back in this game. Now DeMarc's got to settle down. Got to get the outs here.
So we just add that one to the highlight. WBC, of course, right?
Well, he's now tied the mark for the most home runs in WBC history overall for all the seasons, with 6 in the 4 WBC years that he's played.
This makes it look way too easy.
2-0 delivery on the way, and that'll be outside. Victor Martinez trying to get on. Marco Mazzieri, the coach of Italy, got to go a little deeper. Silver had done a good job for him in working an inning, retiring the side in order in the 8th. It's only the 3rd hit Venezuela's picked up. And DeMarc clearly rattled by this whole thing. Immediately walks Victor Martinez with nobody out.
A power arm as powerful as you can get it out of that bullpen for Italy is the one that Venezuela has been more welcoming, because they have been tricked up by the starter by Morris. 5 innings, 62 pitches, nibbling and spinning the baseball. And DeMarc comes in just not able to find a consistent spots to be hitting at this time of the game. Have to have command, have to repeat pitches, have to make better pitches, and have to keep the ball down in this ballpark.
Solarte has come on as the pinch runner at first base, representing the potential go-ahead run in this game. So Solarte in at first, a long discussion on the mound just to try and settle it down. Yangervi Solarte, an infielder, now running.
Stars continue to line up, and this is the man that led the Texas Rangers with 33 home runs.
Odor 0 for 3 in this game, 2 for 7 in the WBC, and the pitch will be taken up high for a ball. Home run by Miguel Cabrera to tie the game up here in the 9th inning. Venezuela did not have a hit until the 6th on the Inciarte infield RBI single. Escobar delivered a base hit in the 7th, and now the homer by Cabrera in the 9th. Swing and a miss on a pitch down and away, well located. 1 ball, 1 strike count. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Rodriguez and Infante. That's it. That's their bullpen. That's what's left.
They got to use everybody that is available, as limited as they are. They're in a good spot right now.
1-1.
Venezuela started with 5 available pitchers today. That's it.
Then Como with the 3. Guerra with the 2 2/3. Alvarado 2 1/3. Away. 2 ball, 1 strike count. It becomes a little more imperative for them offensively here with only 2 pitchers left. Try and get that lead right now. Then you can use your 2 guys to try and finish it off in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Very short lead at first base. Take a look over. Solarte not going anywhere. 2 ball, 1 strike count.
It does not get any easier.
Gonzalez waiting on deck. 3 ball, 1 strike count. Odor. He'll take it full. Down goes to 3-2. The winner moves on to the next round, along with Puerto Rico. Out of this pool, they'll go to San Diego. The winner of this game will play Team USA. Azieri, Proviscal, which will it be? You see the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. They'll kick off the rounds in San Diego. And a big cut, foul back. Count holds, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This could be Mazieri's last game as a manager.
He's retiring after being a big influence in the development of baseball in Italy as a player and a manager. Right now the only thing on his mind is how to win this game. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Arte at first, again just a couple of steps off the bag. Putting it very close with Colabello holding him. Second full count delivery on the way. In the air, left center field. Andreoli going back. Andreoli near the wall. And that one is gone. No, they keep it in. Sorry. It stays in. They think it's a home run. I think it's a home run. And the team's already come out to celebrate. In any event, 1 run's going to score. That ball, I think, hit the seats and bounced back onto the field. Now, there is video replay available if the crew chief wants to look to see whether or not it was a home run. The crew chief is Doug Eddings, the home plate umpire. They will caucus first, see what the other umpires saw. I saw it hit the blue seats and come out, and I thought
they gather, and Odor himself saw the same thing that we witnessed from up here, because Odor is still at first base. And here we have it.
Oh, right off the top. Right off the top. I don't think it was, and they're going to go to the video replay. And I thought it had hit the seats, but it looked like it hit the blue of the top of the padding.
And here we go as to what is the allowable review replay issue here in WBC play. Home run boundaries. And here it is. It comes into play at a very crucial moment of the entire tournament.
Did it or didn't it? And on review, I don't think it did. But in any event, the base hit. Here's where it hit.
It's the blue, maybe the pipe behind it, the railing behind it.
And I don't know on the ground rules whether the railing is considered a home run or not.
Correct.
Because it did hit the railing. That will depend on the ground rules here. I have a feeling, though, it's got to. If the railing is a home run
and it bounced off the railing,
then he'll keep running.
Continue going.
Odor waiting over there at first base.
And with all the things we've seen happen throughout this pool, why not have the review now?
Yeah. Solarte came all the way around to score the pinch runner. Video equipment is down underneath, just down the steps of the dugout. That's where the umpires go to look. So it hits the blue of the padding, bounces, hits the pipe, and comes back out.
It appears it was the pipe itself that pushed it back into the playing field.
We've had everything else, as Jose said, happen here in Mexico in this pool play.
Why not now? Yep.
So here in the 9th inning, it is a 3-2 lead, and it could be 4-2 in just a minute. Determine the home runs. First and second rounds, that's the only use of replay. That will expand in the championship round. Long time looking underneath.
Of course, Odor was so sure he had it. He was standing at first base, and really he should be at least at second base right now. Just keep running. Let the umpires decide what happens. Nonetheless, he put an extreme charge on that baseball. As the mark continues to be up in the zone, and these dangerous hitters are not going to forgive you.
Here in the 9th inning, Venezuela, whose offense had been held down by some outstanding pitching by Italy. They have come alive with the bats. Cabrera leading it off for the home run to tie it. The walk to Victor Martinez. Pinch runner Solarte came on. He has come around to score run number 3, and Odor drove him home with what is either a homer or a single. And we are waiting for the call.
There was so much at stake, you know, the crew just making sure they're diligent, taking their time,
and I'm sure checking the ground rules too. I mean, they know that when they come out here, but those ground rules, this is where ground rules come into play. When you have one that goes like this, and the question of what is the pipe? Is it still in play? Or if it hits the pipe, is it treated as though it bounded into the seats?
And the way you look at it is, if the pipe is not there, was that going to hit the wall and continue on?
We're going to find out in a minute. Omar Vizquel looking down the runway. Umpires coming up. And you saw him shake his head. Doug Eddings. It's a single. A single and an RBI.
So yes, now Ruben Odor, knowing more and more, he should have been standing at second base.
Let's see how this plays out.
It could be costly.
Yeah. Here in the 9th inning. We'll try and get an explanation on that for you as to what happened. I guess I would think what happened is it has to go over the pipe.
Over everything.
Over everything in order to be a home run.
Yes.
Now we're going to get a pitching change here. In any event, 2 runs are in here in the 9th inning. DeMarc, who came on to try and save this ball game for Italy, has been unable to do that. He is going to come out, having worked to 3 hitters here in the 9th. He retired nobody. He gave up 2 hits, a walk, and responsible for the runner on at first base. RBI base hit, his first RBI in this WBC. Now Italy's got to go to the bullpen again. Florian will come on to pitch. We have seen Frelon Florian before.
Also, as mentioned, the matchups are what Marco Rosario thought were going to be ideal for him. With the right-hander, it did not work with the mark, and hoping it works here with Florian.
He has worked to 1 inning and retired the batters that he faced. Here is Carlos Gonzalez, runner at first, shift on to the infield, and the pitch is taken for a strike. Gonzalez with Escobar due up. Unusual alignment in the infield with the runner on at first base. You got him shifted over, but you got him in double play depth. So they're really bunched together and pretty close. 0-1 count. Florian with a look over to first at Odor. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that pitch is going to be taken inside for a ball.
One of the things that Descalso was pointing out is that infield captain. I say, if I get the baseball, I need to know who am I going to work with. Is it going to be my third baseman, Liddy, who is in a shortstop position, still far from the bag, or is it going to be my shortstop who has to go to the right if I get the baseball?
Liddy indicating right there, it's me. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gonzalez, 3-2 lead for Venezuela. Oh, nobody even close with that shift. Mejia coming over to get it. Throw's going to come to second base. They got a shot. The tag. Did he go over? Yes, he did. He is out. So Gonzalez, trying to turn a single into a double, is thrown out as he overslid the bag. And over to third base goes Odor. And the unusual plays just keep on coming.
Oh, yeah, including this one. A professional hitter just allowing the ball to dictate what he does by pushing it the other way, and that is also an outstanding throw by Mejia at second base. And staying with the tag is Descalso as Gonzalez comes in, tries to change directions to the inner part, and he is tagged out.
Mejia with a great throw. Now there's a runner at third base.
A runner that perhaps should have scored had he been at second base.
There's only one down, and the infield is way in. Here he comes. He's stealing home. It's a suicide squeeze, and it works. Alcides Escobar lays down the suicide squeeze with Odor coming from third base, and they get the run in, and it is a 4-2 ball game.
Seemed like the whole dugout knew it was coming, and Odor even broke a little early, but still went out there and got it done. Alcides Escobar, no stranger to plays like this. Look how calm he is and using his legs to get this bunt down. And I mean, the ball was barely down when Odor was already crossing home plate.
And here is Altuve. Altuve coming on to pinch hit for Herrera. What a play on a bunt you don't see very often. The suicide squeeze, and Odor scores, and it is a 4-2 lead for Venezuela. Bases are empty, and there are 2 down.
And this premier talent has come to the surface at the right time in every single way. And experienced players have really slowed the game down, have shown it here once again that they're not afraid of the big plays and the big challenges.
Altuve will take the pitch. Count goes to 2-1. Altuve a 4 for 14 so far in the WBC. RBI, and that's going to be in the outside corner, and the count goes 2-2. So Omar Vizquel pulling out all the stops in this one. He started Odor in place of Altuve at second base here in the 9th inning. RBI base hit by Odor. That one's going to go to center. Andreoli is there and puts it away. K-Rod has been up at the bullpen. He is ready to go. He will try and come on and pick up a save as Team Italy will bat at the bottom of the 9th, trailing by a score of 4-2. mound to try and put this one away here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Venezuela with a 4-2 lead. Alex Liddy will stand in for Italy. And the pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Keep in mind a couple of things. The feisty Italians are not afraid of the challenge. They've done it time and time again. And also they've done it against Francisco Rodriguez, who has a little revenge on mind himself, the savvy veteran.
Inning in a third. He has given up 2 runs on 3 hits here in the WBC. That ball, a towering fly ball, center field. That is deep. Going back at the wall, looking up. Goodbye, home run off the batter's eye. Don't put that wine bottle away yet. Maybe celebrating and uncorking that. It's a 1-run game.
Because Alex Liddy has turned on one to dead center field, and once again the Italians are pushing.
Amazing. That is his second home run of the WBC, and he makes it 4-3.
Unbelievable. They sit on pitches, and there are times later in games when they just go out there and show you that there's a lot of game left, because there's a lot left in those bats.
Gavin Cecchini stands in. He is 0 for 3. So Rodriguez greeting with a home run by the first batter he faced. San Diego. Venezuela's 2 outs away from being that team, but Italy's not done yet. 1 ball, 1 strike count. And that's going to be in the outside corner for a strike. And he goes to 1-2. Francisco painting the outside part of the plate.
Living up the edges and also living up the hitters, expanding their zone and increasing the chase rate, thus away from the barrel.
1-2 the count. And he bounced it way out in front of home plate. Count will go to 2-2 from Francisco. Team Italy's had games of all kinds here in this tournament. They had 10 runs, 12 hits in the first game. Same thing in game 2, 10 runs, 12 hits. Then in the loss they took, they only got 3 runs on 3 hits in their last outing. And here in this one, so far, 3 runs on 7 hits. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Chopper will go to short. Escobar will get the big hop and record the out, and there are 2 down. So that will leave it up to the leader offensively for this Italian team here in the WBC, John Andreoli. He delivered one in the 7th inning, 3 home runs in WBC play this year.
They'll make it 7 RBIs, 7th inning. Fastball mid-90s, and he goes out there with a thunder speed of a bat and hits the ball way out.
He's had a double, 2 for 4. He's picked up 6 hits and 18 at-bats in the series, including 3 home runs, and he has 7 RBIs. So Italy is down to their final out to work with here in the bottom of the 9th inning of a play-in game. Rodriguez trying to finish it off and send Venezuela on to San Diego. And the pitch will be outside for a ball.
And the options that Andreoli presents for Italy is the power, but also the speed. Down by a run.
Delivery on the way. Andreoli in the big cut. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
Might as well sit on it.
Yep. Bullpen has gotten the job done in this ball game. A limited number of pitchers who are available so far. Really takes it, and it's there.
It's coming. Boy, Francisco put it in a perfect quadrant.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Andreoli waiting, and he'll take the pitch outside. Lead came early for Italy in the 1st inning. No hits for Venezuela till the 6th. They would pick up the run to tie it. Andreoli's home run 7th inning put him out on top. And then the big 3-run 9th inning. 3 runs, 3 hits. Led by Miguel Cabrera's leadoff homer. Stepping out Andreoli. Other RBIs. Odor got the RBI single. And the suicide squeeze by Escobar, driving in the 3rd run in the 9th. Now we've had the homer by Liddy here, 4-3. 2-2 delivery on the way. Andreoli grounds it down. This could be the final out. Scooped up, play made by Prado, and that's it. Venezuela has come back with their 9th inning rally for a 4-3 win over Italy. They will go to San Diego and play Team USA.
It was only a matter of time when the big-time stars, even though it took them 8 innings, it was their turn. And as challenging as Italy was, and we congratulate them for a hard-fought tournament all the way around, and they have the respect of everybody here, it was Venezuela and the understanding of what they had, understanding what it's going to take, and certainly to use every single part of that roster, Gary, to get those last 3 runs. Admirable job there by Vizquel and the Superstars.
Obviously, Team Italy very disappointed, but for Venezuela and their manager Omar Vizquel, a hard-fought win. Not sure whether they were going to even be in this play-in game, the extra game, till late last night. This is the one that finishes it off.
The biggest threat at that time with the speed, with the power, Andreoli, and a great play by who is perhaps one of their captains in Prado. And Francisco Rodriguez says, Venezuela, yes, here we are good, and we believe. Across that chest.
So for Venezuela, they get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Italy 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ball game. For Mazzieri, Marco Mazzieri, the manager of Italy, his final game as he is retiring from baseball. And Italy will head back home having put up a great fight, but unlike the last time in 2013. They will not advance out of the first round. So the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico open it up in San Diego, and then Team USA will take on this Venezuelan team, and that's going to do it. So the extra game proves to be a good one, a one-run affair. On behalf of all of our crew and all of